It's time to set up my 2025 reading journal, and I couldn't be more excited. This has been so much fun for me. This will be the second year that I'm using a reading journal, and last year it was just special to me. I don't know, I love reading, I love talking about books, I love making the videos, but I especially love that I have a record of what I read in paper form. So you can go back to my year-end wrap-up video to check out, everything I read in 2024, but I'm going to go ahead and start this year. Okay, I left some pages because I had some favorite author pages here, and I just wanted to leave some space to put more of those in. I have a bunch of stuff I'm using here. I thought these papers were pretty cute. I think the theme is going to be like a pastel kind of theme with sparkles. I don't do major themes. Like last year was just flowers. I used a lot of flower stickers. So this year I thought I would just make it pretty simple and just do sparkles. I'm not one to like draw everything. I feel like it's just so much work. I'd rather just combine stickers and little doodles and papers and stuff like that. I got this little paper pad from an Archer and Olive reading box. It was one of their subscription boxes. These are really cute. They look like little card catalog cards. And I thought I would use this peach one and this like pale yellow one because it's sort of going to match what I have going on. So this is sort of a page announcing the new year because I'm going to keep using this journal until it runs out. So I need a page announcing that it's a new year. Over here is going to be my reading goals for the year, and here we're going to have new releases, and this is just a section where I can write in when my favorite authors are putting out books throughout 2025. I already have some on my Google Calendar, but I really would like them in paper form as well. This is supposed to be washi tape here, so do I want it? I guess so. Let's erase these lines, and then I will get some washi tape. And maybe we can kind of stick these down with washi. I sort of want to take them like off the page a little bit, maybe. This is still very new to me, and it's not something that comes naturally, so you're learning with me. I'm wondering, since this is almost the same color as that paper, that maybe we take the other one, this purpley color. Although this actually looks white, doesn't it? Against this paper. It looks almost white. Maybe we should use these. Or maybe we use two pink ones. I could do that actually. Maybe that feels better. This is like a cream color, I guess. And yeah, I think this is supposed to be white. I don't know. So what color washi tape should I get? I would say this color, but I'm not going to be using this color throughout because I want to use pastels, and I don't have a good pastel pen that's this color, like a teal. So instead I have like a spring green and then blue, pale yellow, and then a pink, and this one's like a sort of like a really light tan pink. This one will go very well with this though. So maybe I will use it, and it doesn't necessarily mean I have to use pens that color. I'm trying to figure out how to fit this paper on the page. If I sort of end it at the washi tape, I think that would work. Okay, let's see exactly where we should be putting this. So I'm just gonna like tape this down to the page after I glue it. So I think right there is about good. I'm just gonna use a glue stick for this. Oh, what about the top of it? I guess that's gonna be covered. Yeah, that's gonna be covered at the top, so it doesn't really matter what the top looks like. Now, let's actually put the washi tape down first, I think. It's a statement. It's busy, but sort of fun. Okay, and now we can put this on. I wish this was a little more muted, but that's all right. So I sort of want to cover some of the washi tape with that, I think. Maybe we even leave a peek of it at the top. I'm actually going to use some Tombow adhesive tape for this. I got a hair in there. That is nothing new. That actually looks kind of cute. And I have some plans for up here too, so I'm not going to leave that blank. Okay, let's do the same thing on this side. I know I'm covering up all of the stuff that I did, but this is just sort of a guideline for me anyway, so I'm all right with that. Those are cute. Now, before we write in these, my thought was to use these. These are little dictionary books where it has these little definitions, and I thought that was cute for a reading journal. So we're gonna pick a bunch of these words and sort of like pile them up here and here, like collage them on there. I think that'll be good, hopefully. So I'm gonna take a moment off camera and just pick some of these, I guess. So hold on a minute. Okay, I chose a bunch of words that I thought sort of related to reading. I will link these for you, and everything else I use that I can link, I will. These are actually great to have around. I've used these more than I thought I would, and you can search for specific words that have meaning for you. They don't have them all, obviously, but there's a lot of them there. I chose writing, mystery, fiction, joy, interesting, quiet, thrill, and beautiful. I couldn't find read, I couldn't find book, but I did the best that I could. So I'm just gonna glue these down all haphazardly. Okay, I think that looks really cool. I actually added silence as well because I needed more up here. So now what I'm gonna do is make that area, I actually erased some of that, but I'm gonna make that area for the year here. And I'm just gonna take this Tombow 850 and make a little border. I should have erased that more. I can still see the pencil. I didn't realize it was gonna be that light. Just gonna go around here. I use this one because I thought it matched this pretty well, and it does, which is good. Okay, I'm gonna actually go around that in pen, I think, but first I want to put the year in. So I'm gonna attempt to stamp, and I'm not a stamper. I am telling you right now, I am not a stamper, so don't make fun of me in the comments or tell me everything I'm doing wrong, because I know that I don't do it right. I mean, you can, you know, give me tips, but I'm not gonna do a lot of stamping, so I have stamps though. This one is from Archer and Olive, and I thought I would just use the numbers. I know they're small, but we'll do maybe something around them. And this is just an Archer and Olive stamp pad as well. I have a better one, but I didn't know where it was because my room, it be messy right now. I also get it all over my hands when I do this. Probably because I'm using a small stamp pad and a small block, but so I think, let's see. I guess I'll start about here. I really don't know. This is scary, but I can always cover it up with paper. Oh no, whew. You can see I messed up a little bit. I can take a white pen and do that. Let's do the other two while we're here, and hopefully, well, let's just see what the O looks like, the 0, I mean. Let's grab this and put this down so we know like where to stamp the other two. Oh, why is this so scary for me? I really don't know. Oh, that's why. Because I'm not good at it. Okay, wait. Let me try to get the other one. I guess I pressed harder for that. All right, this is a mistake. I know this, but I'm going to try to go back over this one. And it's not going to be exact, so it's going to be not good. Well, actually, it turned out better than I thought. It's still not great, okay? But I'm learning. I'm learning. I want to be one of those people who loves to stamp and who's a good stamper. It's never really been my thing. We all have our things, but stamping has never really appealed to me very much. I do like to try new things though, so I think it's okay to try it. And if it stinks or I hate doing it, then I won't do it again, or I'll just cover it up. But I might leave it in there as my reminder that I tried. You know what I mean? I tried. I mean, not the best. I think I'm pressing too hard. I did practice ahead of time and like they looked good. I think I'm just pressing way too hard. I'm trying too hard. But what I can do is go in and clean it up with a black pen. I think I'll leave it as just my reminder to myself that I tried. Yeah. Okay. Let's get something else. I considered stamping goals here and reading here. I do have this goals one. I mean, goals here and new releases here, but it just seems very ambitious. So I think I will just write it in with black pen. But before we do that, I have emoji 0.38, and I'm going to go in and just outline this to make it more fun. I think the last time I tried stamping on my channel, I really got a lot of comments from stampers telling me everything I was doing wrong. And like, I get it, you know, but all I'm asking, I just got ink on that. I think I should go wash my hands. All I'm asking is that you be nice, you know, because I think that one, when I was stamping, and it got so many downvotes and so many people, like, kind of, I don't know. Maybe they weren't mean. Maybe I just took it like that. That was years ago. I haven't stamped in years and years. I think I've only done 2 videos where I did stamping. And also, like, I have good handwriting, so maybe that's why I don't feel the need to stamp. Although stamping has a particular, like, and I'm talking like letter stamps, but stamping does have a particular look that I really like. So, okay, I'm gonna go wash my hands, hang on. It's taking so long to make this one page that I feel like I should break the video either out into a couple parts, or I should fast forward the rest of it after this and just like briefly talk about each thing. I don't really like to do voiceovers. They just take a lot of time and effort, and also I don't love them. I feel awkward when I'm doing a voiceover. Like, I can't speak in a voiceover way. I don't know. So it might be to music, or I'll break it out into parts. I honestly don't know yet, and I probably won't know until I edit. Let me just erase this because, I mean, not erase. Oh no, that does not look good. I guess it doesn't work over ink. Or like, maybe the ink was wet. Never fear. We'll fix it, guys. We'll fix it. I'll figure it out. But first, let's work on these sections. Look, I got ink there too. Come on, Mary Ellen. Come on. Like I said, this is my reading goals for 2025 over here. I was going to do brush lettering, but I really don't have the space. So it's going to have to look like that. I have a Pigma Micron size 12 pen here. I'm just going to write, I was going to write 2025 reading goals, but, well, I guess I will. Goals, and then over here, I guess I'll do 2025 new releases. I guess I'll just use a Muji pen, a thinner pen for these. So I want to read 75 books this year. I read 73 last year. My goal was 75. So I'm going to try it again. I don't have to, I wasn't super devastated or anything when I did not hit my goal by 2 books. I honestly wasn't. Oh, sorry. I just got a, look, we have smiles. That means that Levi, my grandson, had his first smile, you guys. That's so sweet. I swear he smiled at me the other day when I was over there. I swear he did, but she said it wasn't. I don't know. It looked like a smile to me. Oh, we have a video. Wait, I'm going to play it, and if it's not appropriate for YouTube, I'll delete it. But yeah, let's play it. Oh. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. I am so happy he had his first smile. I'm gonna have to rush over tomorrow to see him because I just want to see him smile. Okay, back to my reading journal. So as I was saying, I read 73 books last year, and I'm not super devastated that I didn't hit my goal by 2 books. The goal for me is not like a rush through, have to get it done kind of thing. It's more just a guideline to help me have the motivation to keep reading all year. And I probably would anyway, but it's kind of fun to set goals. So we're going to put that as my first goal. My second goal is to join a book club. That was a goal of mine last year that I did not complete. So I'm going to try to find a good one this year and do that. I could always start my own, and I might do one online with my Patreon members, but I also just would love to do one in person, and I don't really feel comfortable starting a book club of my own since I've never actually even joined a book club. You know what I mean? I feel like I don't want to start one. So I'll write that in. And I will also write in something about a little book club for my Patreon members. Last year, one of my goals was to try some new genres. I did read fantasy last year. I only read one book though. I didn't love it. I might try fantasy again this year, or a different genre, maybe sci-fi or something. So I do want to read at least one new genre this year that I have not read before. So I'm going to write that. I don't know what that would be. I've read sci-fi. It's been a long time. I've read horror. I've read fantasy. I've read historical fiction. I'm trying to think of one that I did not read. But I do want to branch out because I typically read either general fiction or thrillers or romance, and those are my favorites. I'm not going to force myself to read something I don't want to read, but I think it's fun to just try to, broaden my horizons a little bit. So I'll write that in. Another one of my goals last year was to stay consistent with this journal, but I've done a really good job, so I'm not really going to make that a goal this year. I have room for one more goal. Let me think about this. I don't know. I really can't think of anything else. We are going to move on to this section. And actually, what I am going to do is pause for a minute and go look that up so I can write it down with you. Hang on. While I was doing that, I FaceTimed with my daughter and with Levi, and I got to see him smile over FaceTime. So very exciting time. Why is this smeary? Like, my hands are clean. What did I do? Not happy about that. Okay, as I was jotting down some of these release dates, I thought of another goal for my reading goal for 2025. Actually, not all of these are reading goals, but that's just what I'm calling them. A goal that I've always had is to meet one of my favorite authors and go to a book signing. And I was thinking about that as I was looking up the book releases, because that's one of my goals. So it would be nice to do that in 2025. So I'm going to write meet a favorite author, and I'm going to look up the ones who are releasing books and see if I can go to one of their events. Okay, so over here, I'm going to write the date here and then the book. Let's go in around the inside with this yellow pen. Just take up a little more space there. I have this star washi tape from Archer and Olive. They came in that same book subscription box, and I thought it would be fun to put these here. So I think I'm just going to do that rather than draw the sparkles. I'll put one on the top and one on the bottom, I guess. Okay, so how cute is that page? I think it turned out really cute. I know there's smears in here. Let's move on to the next page. And this is going to be my shelf of 75 books in 2025. Last year, I complicated it a little too much. I wrote in the names, and I'm not going to do that this year because I remember being annoyed when I had to write in the names of all of them because the names are here. So this time I'm just going to color them in, and I didn't do extra little doodles because I want to color them in like whole. I might add some little pen details to them after I color them in. I don't know, but I think for the most part they're just going to be plain. For the bookshelf part, one of you guys, and I forget who it was, and I apologize, but somebody gave me these. They gifted these to me, and it might have been at Go Wild. They're bookshelf strip stickers from Oh Hello Robin, and I thought I would use these I don't have enough to go all over the whole thing, but I do have enough to go on the shelves in the middle. I was just gonna color this in, but they're exactly the right size for my shelves here. And I like these, I think they're cool. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put these down. Yay, that looks so cute. Now I'm gonna go ahead and draw the books. When I color these in, I am gonna be using these same colors that I'm using throughout this theme, and I'm gonna keep them like in a special place on my desk so that I remember. Okay, there's definitely some mistakes in there. I actually had a vitreous detachment in my eye earlier this year, and I have pretty bad eye floaters, but I also have visual snow, so it makes everything sort of cloudy. So when I'm under these bright lights, it's a little bit, you know, just like I can't see as well under bright lights. But I think it looks really good. I love these shelf stickers. I'm so pleased that I found those in my stash. And up here, we're going to write 75 in 2025. I'm not stamping it. We're just going to write it in this black pen. And I think it is cute to put in those little sparkles. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me erase the ones that are on the page and just draw them in myself. Okay, since I have this space here, I could put in this tape, but I think what I'll do instead, since I have like that pastel theme going, is to do a couple of stripes in pastels. I don't have to fill in this space, but I kind of like the idea of doing that. So let's get this light blue. We'll put that one at the top. I like stripes with using these tombos. They're really fun. Okay, and then how about the pink, I guess? Or, yeah, let's do the pink. Then we can color in the sparkles with the yellow. Okay, and that page is done. Of course, I am going to be coming back in here and erasing all these lines, so don't worry about that, but that's something that happens later. Okay, my next page is a combo. We have a book bingo here, A to Z challenge, because I really did like doing those last year. And then I'm gonna put my rating scale over here. I made the pencil too dark. I definitely am gonna have to do some erasing here. But I thought what I would do, like here and on the book pages, is do like a rounded box in these colors and then outline it sort of like I did here, except it's gonna be rounded on the edges. It's just gonna add a little bit of color without like being too much. I'm gonna go in and erase a lot of this. I was just sitting on the couch and it was kind of dark and I couldn't see very well. Yes, I can't see well in the dark or in the bright light, so only the medium light. But so it was just like really dark pencil. I didn't realize how dark I was making it. Should they all be the same color or different? I feel like different ones. We are going to add a green in here. Let's do green, yellow, and blue on this page. I did buy a better eraser that didn't make all those little thingies, those little eraser goblins, but I can't find it. So we have eraser goblins all over the desk, and that's the way it is. Oh, this is a calligraph pen from Archer and Olive in Marsh Green. I'm not using a ruler for this. I really would like to have the doodle look and not, you know, have it be super straight. The risk you run though when you're doing this is that if you make like one error, it's really noticeable. But I'd rather take that chance and have it be doodly than have like a ruler lined look. So, okay, we're gonna go in with black pen and outline book bingo here at the top. Last year I had a lot of fun filling out the book bingo. I believe I got one bingo, or I got a couple of bingos, I guess. I didn't fill out the whole board, but honestly I was okay with that, and it was just really fun. And I didn't look at it ahead of time and be like, oh, that's on my board, so I should read this book. I just sort of filled it out as I went throughout the year to see what I came up with. This is more challenging to do these lines. I probably should have used a ruler for this because I don't care if this is doodly, but here we are. We already started, so let's just keep going with it and hope for the best. Luckily, we have these dots on the page to help guide us. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to let that dry a second before I erase these and write them in again. So we'll go down here to the rating scale. Okay, I'm thinking blue for this one. Definitely wiggly there, but we're all right. I feel like the pen I'm using for this is too thick for this small writing, but I already started with it, so I'll just keep going. Ooh, that got messed up there, but we don't care. For here, I do have these stickers that I use for ratings. So instead of drawing stars, I'm going to use these. And just color them in. I got these on Amazon. I'll link these for you. These are really helpful. Whoops, I just realized I've got ink all over my hands. Hot mess over here. So follow me if you want to follow someone to make you feel better about yourself. You know, that's just how we do it over here. So I may modify my rating scale from last year. I feel like I rate books too high. My average is like a 3.9, I think. Oh, why am I doing that? Oh my gosh, you guys didn't stop me. See? We went from 2 to 4, folks. That's all right. We'll pull this one off. I think it'll come off okay, and then we'll move this one. Yeah, I just feel like I rate them too high, which is okay as long as I know my own rating scale, but I'd like to be a little more discerning. I just like books, you know, so it makes me rate them higher, I guess, because I enjoy them most of the time. I feel like I rate a lot of 4s and not a lot of 3s. I think I rate a lot of 4s and a lot of 2s, but not a lot of 3s. Usually not a lot of 1s, because if they're a 1, I usually don't finish them. Okay, let's take a look at my rating scale from last year. All right, I mean, I still stand by this. So this first one, 1 star would be hated it or didn't finish it, except I don't usually put books in here that I didn't finish, but we'll just write that anyway. 2 stars, didn't like it, wouldn't recommend. And that is true. If I rated 2 stars, I really didn't like it, but I didn't actually hate it. I just didn't like it. 3 stars is liked it, but something was missing. 4 stars, enjoyed so much, sad it's over. And 5 stars is couldn't put it down, memorable, blew me away. So most of the time, if I rate a book 5 stars, that means that it's going to stick with me. That's not always the case, though, because sometimes I rate it 5 stars and then you might ask me what it's about later and I don't remember. And that's because I couldn't put it down. You know, it's those books that I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to get in bed and read because I want to see what happens in my book. Or the ones that I ignore life and I have things to do, but I'm like, no, I just one more chapter. That's the 5-star books. I think I'm going to fill out the book bingo on my own when I'm sitting on the couch tonight, but I will tell you the categories. So we have a book set in winter, finish a series, read a book outside, a book turned into a movie, a book set in summer. Oh, so each of the 4 corners is winter, spring, summer, fall. a book on my 2018 TBR list. I thought that was kind of cool because sometimes they sit there and then other books take their place. And I'm like, I won't want to read an older book, but I'm going to read one of those. 2025 book, a short story, a paranormal book, one with color in the title, one with a male lead, one with a name in the title. This is a free space. Reread a book. And actually, I put this in, I kind of cheated. I put it in because I knew I was going to reread _Verity this year because it's turned into a movie, and I love that book, and I want to reread it before the movie. Childhood favorite, sci-fi, one-word title, start a new series, horror, food in the title, true crime, new author, and a book set in another country. So these are different categories than my book bingo from last year. I think the only repeat might be like a one-word title because I didn't get that one in my book bingo. Yeah, that's one I didn't get. And horror I copied over because I didn't get that one either. And sci-fi. So those were the three that I didn't get. And so I took those and I put them in this new bingo, and I just decided to like put new ones in. There might be a couple other ones like reread. I have a reread there, book set in summer. A couple of repeats, but most of them are new. I just looked online for book bingo and I just copied some that I saw and then thought up a few of my own. All right, A to Z challenge. So I just fill in the titles of the books and hoping to get them all. I did not get them all last year, but it's fun to fill it out though. And I don't count the word the, so that wouldn't start with T, that would start with the word after that. Same with A. Like if the book's called A Book, you know, I would put it under V. Now what I think I'll do, actually, let's erase the sparkles because I want to make all the sparkles pink. These I am going to use, I'll use this Tombow pen, I guess. Maybe I'll continue with the size 12 Pigma Micron. I don't put in X or Z. So last year I highlighted these to fill in, you can see. I'm going to do that again, but I'm going to use different colors this time. I think I'll use pink, green, and blue for these lines. Okay, that's cute. I'm going to stop the video here because number one, I need a break. And number two, this video's gone on way too long. So I'll break it out into two parts. So in the next one, I'll be doing the rest of these pages. So I hope you stay tuned for that. This is very exciting stuff. Let me know in the comments if you have started a reading journal this year or if you do one every year and what your reading goal is. I would like to hear from you guys. And that is all I have for you today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. I will see you in my next one. Bye.